How do you know you're in the right job? Because it feels right? Have you joined the trade union at your workplace? Do you wonder whether it really matters if you are in a trade union or not? After all, you're not planning to stay in this job forever. But if there were no trade unions, we would not have the things that we take for granted, such as breaks, or the restriction on how long we can work in a day, week, or month. It would be up to you and your employer to agree on when and how you should work. You might be prepared to work that extra bit harder if the reward is a lovely long holiday. But if there were no trade unions, there is no certainty that your employer would see this situation as being as advantageous for them as it is for you. It might suit the employer better for you to be unemployed some weeks chosen by your employer. It would be up to you to negotiate this matter. If there were no trade unions, it would be up to you to negotiate all your work conditions and requirements with your employer. Until your employer gets fed up with this and chooses to give the job to somebody else who doesn't have such high demands, that is. This means that you are out of a job. Fortunately, we do have trade unions. There are many of us with the same demands, which gives us the power to assert our interests in dealing with the employers. We share a common interest, achieving the best possible conditions and the highest possible pay. Trade unions negotiate with employers, and the conditions agreed upon are entered into a collective agreement. The collective agreement is your guarantee that your employer will not be able to make you work for less favorable conditions than anybody else, and that you do not need to agree to anything additional to hold on to your job. The good thing about being in a trade union is that you can actually get involved and influence what working environment you and your colleagues have. Together, you can negotiate with your employer. You can also receive unemployment benefits if you're out of work, and extra money if you're ill or on parental leave. As a trade union member, you have every opportunity to get involved and influence what the future will be like for you and your colleagues, no matter how long you are planning on staying in your current job.